makes his way to the ring. Remember, Crush just 2 weeks ago, as James E. Cornette has rejoined us in a 6-man tag team matchup. Savio Vega was on the other team, quite obviously. And we're going to take you back, ladies and gentlemen, in just a couple of moments and show you what happened 2 weeks ago that has precipitated this matchup one-on-one.
There you see it, the big hard punch. While Savio Vega was outside the ring, Crush wasn't even the legal man. He throws Savio back in. Owen Hart made the pin, and Savio feels that Crush has robbed him and demanded a showdown match here today.
Savio Vega ready to go here. No formalities exchanged between these two guys. These are two of the legitimately toughest guys in the entire World Wrestling Federation, and they are here to get it on. Man, I tell you, the intensity is throughout the World Wrestling Federation right now. Not only here in the ring, but down in West Palm Beach is absolutely overwhelming. Don't miss this event tonight. It's on pay-per-view. If you do, you're going to be sorry, folks, because it is going to be a special night tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what. You talk about these two guys fighting, whether it be in the streets, whether it be in the alleys, in Crush's case, whether it be in prison, one way or another, you're going to get a fight out of either one of these guys. And just like you got a fight out of Vader in that last match.
Well, wait a minute. Savio Vega on the outside here. Crush, of course, a member of the Nation of Domination. And with that said, you never know where those guys are lurking and where they might interject themselves. A lot of speculation that Vader's going to be saying adios to you in 97.
Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I think the speculation, Jim, is coming from you because I heard what was said on the Superstar line. As a matter of fact, on option 4 right now, my option on the Superstar line, I've got the real reason why Vader's not the WWF champion, and it's not because there's any problems between him and me.
That's Crow with Cornette on option 4.
There's no problem, and don't try to stir anything up.
I wouldn't think of it.
The only problem around here is Savio Vega's got a problem getting his carcass up off the mat.
Savio Vega, one of the most popular superstars in the World Wrestling Federation. He is a tenacious competitor, but so is that man who may be just a little bit off-center, if you know what I mean. Hates to be called Jailbird. A hard right hand.
What'd you think? He's going to like it? You think that's a compliment?
No,
the man had a little run-in with the authorities, but now Clarence Mason is keeping him out of jail, keeping him out of trouble, and keeping him directed, and I think that's the way to be. Look at the agility for a guy that size. Crush.
I was only making an observation. That's what the best play-by-play man in the business does. He makes intelligent observations. You're very fortunate to be working with me every Sunday morning.
Well, and you know what the best color man in the business does? He sits here and reminds the best play-by-play man in the business when he's off the subject.
Well, McMahon's out there trying to get a suntan, and I'm here working. That's the whole deal. Just like tonight, I'll carry that broadcast. Lawler, he prepares by reading Henny Youngman joke books. I mean, listen, I can't be the only one thinking around here. I can't do all the work. I do the work with 3 or 4 people, and I get tired of it. But be that as it may, that's for another time. Look at Savio. There's a roll-up. There's a cradle, and right off the shoulder.
Jim, I tell you, I don't know who got you fired up today, but I didn't mean anything personal.
Oh, there's nothing personal taken. I can't. I can't wait until tonight. There's sometimes, folks, you just get up and you get that feeling that something very special is going to happen in your life, and I think it's going to happen all our lives. Tonight on pay-per-view, there's the cover, and there's a count of 2.
And it looks like it's only a matter of time. Savio Vega's got more guts than he's got brains. He's not going to give up, but Crush may put him in the situation where he can't continue here, much like I think that the Executioner and Paul Bearer's minions, so to speak, are going to put the Undertaker in a position tonight where he just can't continue.
Also tonight, we're going to see Flash Funk in his single-match pay-per-view debut against Leif Cassidy, and both those young men have a lot to prove.
Leif Cassidy's got a point to prove as well, that he's not a nerd and a geek, and the people have been really knocking him. He's got a chance to prove it tonight.
Look out. 1, 2, and a near fall. Boy, this has been an intense matchup. Man, they're not playing flag football here. There is some intense competition here. And again, it's just a sign of things to come. Whether it be tonight on pay-per-view or tomorrow night live on Raw from Tampa, Florida. And all our friends in Tampa, I hope you'll be with us at the Ice Palace tomorrow night. Or what about Tuesday night in Daytona?
What's he doing? Come on! Crush is wasting too much time. That's where Mason's got to do some thinking. Because Crush had Savio Vega down on the mat. He could have beaten him if he'd have capitalized on his advantage.
Oh, hard shot. You know, Mason, I thought you one time.
No, he didn't. He just hornswoggled me.
Oh, I hate when I get hornswoggled. Especially on a Sunday morning as Crush this man is as dominant, just about as dominant as anybody you will ever see. Here's a man, folks, that, yes, he has a checkered past. Yes, he has an arrest record. He's also about 6'7" or 8", obviously well over 300 pounds. Tremendous flexibility is something that we don't point out often enough for this guy.
I think the situation is just that he needs the proper time, it's time. It may not be time for Crush right now, but it may be time for him soon. He needs the proper opportunity to go to the top, and I believe he has the tools to do just that, Jim.
Well, I'll tell you, Shawn Michaels, from what we understand,
he's wasting time again. He's letting the people get on him.
Oh, there's a drop kick.
See what happens? Keep your eye on the ball.
I was going to say, reports that we're receiving from West Palm Beach that Shawn Michaels, oh my, absolutely livid. Bret Hart has had to be restrained again, and we still have yet to hear from Psycho Sid, who'll join, oh my, well, that hurts. He'll join Doc Hendricks live before we go off the air. 1, 2, and a near fall.
He almost got him. Savio Vega almost beat himself. If you watch him going in this corner, watch this. Nobody home but Savio's face.
Savio Vega is in trouble. Will Crush be able to put Savio away?
All right, kid.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The beating continues here. Crush really dominating Savio Vega. Still to come, Psycho Sid. He is the WWF champion, and he is live in West Palm Beach. The auditorium in West Palm absolutely sold out. No more tickets to be had in West Palm Beach for tonight's pay-per-view spectacular.
Well, if this beating continues, Savio Vega may not need his. Savio's tougher than a Waffle House steak, but there's no way that a man can sustain punishment like he's taken during the break and come back to win the match. I think Savio's done.
It could be hard punch time. I'll tell you what, tonight, that WWF title matchup, it's not two 45-year-olds trying to regain what once was theirs 10 years ago. It's time, and the time is tonight, and it's time for the hard punch. Here it comes, and Savio counters.
Oh!
And by the way, those guys tonight, nobody in that title match tonight has an artificial hip. They've got all their original organs and their body parts.
Even their spleens and livers, I love it.
Hard close on there by Savio Vega. You got to admire Savio. Spinning wheel kick. Down goes Crush. Down goes Crush. What a matchup.
Talk about the most important body organ. He's got heart, and it's as big as Texas.
Another spinning kick, and both men over the top, down to the floor.
I think Savio hurt his knee.
I tell you, I know it's a couple of minutes before noon on the East Coast, but my goodness, it has been intense this morning. You got to be able to feel it, ladies and gentlemen. You got to experience it. And both these guys are going to get counted out here if they're not careful. And it's over.
They were too busy trading the punches, trading the blows on the outside. Neither one had let the other get in the ring first. And they're still fighting. They don't care about the bell. They don't care that the match is over.
A double countdown.
We need some help down here to separate these two men. Well, ladies and gentlemen.